All right, backstage at the Whiskey, hot night on the Sunset Strip. We got Straight Line Stitch, and we got Jason and Alexis. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
You're doing pretty good. Yeah, we're doing great.
Where you coming from?
Vegas.
Vegas?
Yeah, it was like 111, 112 there yesterday.
I know I was in Phoenix 2 days ago, and it was just insane.
Yeah, the low last night is today's high here.
I know it's hot enough here, but it's a cool day compared to Vegas or Phoenix.
Yes, it was amazing to get out of that heat.
Yeah.
So draining.
It's that damn desert, you know. At least we're over by the ocean over here, and we get a little.
Yeah, there's nowhere to like. There's no rest. You can't like get any rest in that heat. It's just it's crazy.
It is.
Sizzle like bacon in the van.
fascinating. Now, I know you guys won the Mayhem Fest a couple years back, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Again, dealing with some heat out there on the.
Oh yeah, it seemed that run. It seemed like there was like this crazy heat wave that was following us everywhere. I think Phoenix was like 115, 117, and Texas heat wave. Cincinnati was a heat wave, but it's so humid there, which made it so much worse. But
much worse.
Yeah, I remember like the soles of my shoes were like melting on the stage. It was so hot.
Yeah.
I know. I think I blew 2 tires going to Phoenix just because they melted on the road.
Oh my gosh.
But you know, they're not sure if the Mayhem's even going to be in San Bernardino Saturday. There's these big fires out there. The fires are raging in the San Bernardino mountains. So
Wow.
let's hope the metal survives. You know.
It'll survive.
Yeah, they might have to tack that date on the end of the tour or something. So now I know you guys obviously always working on new music.
Yes.
You're out here, you know, in support of some new music, I'm sure. Talk about the new music and what you're most proud of progressing with that.
With this new music,
We did it ourselves.
yeah, we did ourselves. You know, we've always written our music ourselves, but this one I don't know, it just came more natural, I guess, is the best way to describe it. You know, we spent a lot of time thinking about different parts of the songs, and I do a lot of my writing when I'm driving. I'll play drums on the steering wheel, you know, and just have these beats, and I'll put them together.
Store that in your phone?
And sometimes yes, but if it doesn't stick in my head, you know, I don't think it's worth remembering sometimes. I'll just come up with these feelings for different parts, driving, and then building, you know, and then I'll start coming up with music to convey that, you know, and then, you know, working with the rest of the guys. All of us write though, so I mean I could come up with something and then our bass player put something on top of it, change the feel, you know, or drummer, and then of course Alexis just give it a whole new spin, and it's an evolving process.
We decided like it was 4 years too long to not have music out, so we decided that it'd be a good idea to release something for the fans. You know, they were like, give us something, and we didn't want to just hit them over the head with a full-length album, so we thought it'd just be a good idea to release an EP and just test the waters, see how they would react to it. But it's monumental for us because we're doing all this ourselves. So.
Well, you know, there's no rules anymore, and you know you can give it to them in bite-sized doses or re-release.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people are doing EPs now, but you know, I think just with album sales, the whole industry with album sales is just real shaky. So, you know, we didn't feel like we were just kind of like wasting our time with an EP. You know, we had this music, we put a lot of time into it, and we knew if we wanted to do a full length, we'd have to put even more time and money into it. So we released an EP, kind of gained some traction, and we're trying to use what we gained from that, push towards like a full length, and just keep rolling with it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, the amount of perseverance and dedication, you know, it takes, you know, these days to keep making new music and bring, you know, music to the people.
Yeah.
It's always challenging, you know. And you got to have very strong intestinal fortitude. You know,
Yes.
whether you know, tour on your own or you get out there on one of these big package tours, and, you know, talk about some of the things that you guys do to kind of maintain that balance and, you know, your strength within to withstand the punishment.
I think it goes back to really believing in ourselves and each other and just continuing to.
That doesn't work all the time.
But that's part of the strength of like keeping us going, you know.
Feel like a sports team at times.
Yeah, sometimes you have to kind of rally together and just remember why you're doing this in the first place. So I mean, it's definitely we have a lot of faith in each other, and you never lose sight of the dream, you know. And that's what keeps me going. And fans, of course, our fans, our supporters.
Yeah, we constantly push each other, to stay busy. If we're not touring,
not writing, not recording.
Writing, if we're not touring, we're
doing one or the other.
Planning touring, it's just we have to stay busy. We can't. If we're sitting around doing nothing, it starts weighing on you a while.
Yeah.
But I play a lot of video games whenever I'm not writing or driving or touring. I play a lot of video games at home. Lex, reads a lot of romance books, loves watching like Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, old horror movies. We do that to unwind, and just kind of get home and then just put that out of our minds for a minute and relax. But after a while we just get antsy and just
gotta get back out on the road.
Get to moving.
Because it's work,
Yeah.
So you guys are from the Heartland, from Knoxville?
The band's based out of Knoxville.
Okay.
Yes, the band's roots are Knoxville, but after having so many members, they've come from all over, but right now, as of now, is Georgia, Tennessee, and St. Louis, Missouri. So, but Straight Line Stitch's roots will always be Knoxville.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. The foundation.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. Well, now when you go out on a big show like Mayhem, obviously there's a lot of bands and a lot of fans and a lot of craziness going on. Is there anything special you do to kind of try and stand out a pack or kind of leave something special for the fans besides a great show?
It's intimidating with all that stuff that you said. Like, you have all that on your mind, especially with the bands we played with on Mayhem. All those bands were like amazing. Yeah, Machine Head, Suicide Silence. Like, it felt intimidating, but yet all I could tell myself, is just go out there and do it, and just do the best you can. Be the best, So that's what got me through Mayhem.
Don't hold anything back.
Yeah.
Don't hold anything back. Yeah, give them, give your all. So.
Sure. But there's a chance to kind of meet some fans and
the
signings and all that. So you try and really.
After the show, we would.
I would stay out there.
We would go straight to the signing booth, and we would be there for 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah. But it was awesome.
We wouldn't leave, as long as people were lined up,
We stayed out there.
Wait till the last person.
Yeah, to hustle the merch,
And not just that, just hang out and sign stuff.
Yeah, it's hard to pry Alexis away from people, just want to say hey or, a signature, picture, whatever. She'll stay there all day,
Like you say, it's a big reason why you do it.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many times, definitely wanted to throw in the towel at times, but there'd be like, maybe I get a message from a fan and they wouldn't even know the situation, and they say just out of the blue, never stop doing what you're doing. And, that's something that's ultimately kept the band going, kept me going, is our fans,
Sure. Now, obviously, it's a very male-dominated, world of metal. Obviously, this helps you guys really stand out. But besides being intimidating, how do you, again, project or just deal with the fact that it is a very macho?
Well, first of all, I learned to not use my femininity. How you say it? Femininity? Yeah. It's such a hard word to say. Jason said femininity. I think I got it. Okay. Yeah. I try not to use that as a crutch. I guess in my mind, ultimately, it's just I want to go out there and the whole band be recognized for our music and our performance.
We don't want people to say she's good for a
dainty
girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's Lex. What drew me to the band, and Alexis, she's a great front woman, a great singer, personality, everything. And I feel a lot of our fans are kind of drawn to the same thing. Music, great vocals, and the way she just projects on stage just draws people in, and it's great.
Yeah. That's important. Taken seriously for the music.
Yes.
And for you guys as people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what faraway lands is this taking you? Europe, Canada, Japan?
We've been up both coasts of Canada, all over the U.S., Alaska. We've been over to the U.K. twice. We played Download, and then
Netherlands.
and then we did a month-long run with Lacuna Coil. Went all over the U.K., up into Scotland,
That's
down
awesome.
to Amsterdam, Belgium.
What are some of your favorite places that you saw? What stood out? The people or the places?
Definitely the people, but there were some cool places. Was that Edinburgh Castle?
Edinburgh?
Edinburgh,
In
yeah.
Scotland.
That was, awesome.
That was amazing.
I
We
cannot
saw-
pronounce anything
you just
today.
feel it's thousands of years old.
Oh, yeah, we saw
America
Stonehenge.
seems like we're brand new when you go to some of these European places. You look at these fountains or castles and you swear
It's
they
got
gotta
that
be thousands
gothic
of years old.
feel to
Yeah,
it.
well, we saw Stonehenge,
That was awesome.
Hadrian's Wall, the Angel of the North. You know, we always try to take time to
Explore.
I mean, in the States, we do the same thing. You know, we had an off day last year. We spent a day on Lake Tahoe.
Yep.
You know, just different things. Niagara Falls. We always try to make time to stop, and
Appreciate the things of our culture.
we travel so much. You know, it's hard to not think of it as work and be in work mode. But when you can stop and smell the roses, it reminds you that you're doing something you love. You know, it's an experience.
You're experiencing things that most don't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So now, where is this tour taking you? You're obviously on the West Coast.
Yeah. Well, we left Tennessee, went to Wichita, to Colorado. You know, up to the Midwest, down through Texas, getting out to California now, and then I think we will head up to the Northwest after that, and then start making our way back towards the East Coast, and so it's kind of coast to coast, a couple months out on the road.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a good summer to be out
Yeah,
there.
this summer's always it's peak season. You know, people are out.
It's such brutal
People-
weather in so many parts of the country.
Yeah, I like to do like tour in the north in the summer and then tour in the south in the winter. Try to stay out of the snow, but you know, you just gotta go where people want to see you. You gotta rotate your markets, you know. But
Sure. Is there any like just really crazy situation or any like third world kind of situations you've been put in as a band or weather-wise where it was just almost unbearable? To try and
we've been
get
caught.
or
We've
deal
been caught in blizzards.
Yeah, blizzards.
We were in Colorado one time. Highways got shut down. We couldn't get out. Show got canceled. Crazy rain. Just we've probably experienced it all. Yeah,
So yeah, we've got down to South America yet.
not yet. Would love to.
So passionate.
Yeah, would love to.
That's definitely a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brazil and Chile and
Yes.
Argentina. And
Really want to go to Brazil.
seems like it's the new frontier. You know, more and more bands are now making it down there. And
Yeah. Well, you know, it just takes the right people to put you in the right places and put it all together. And
starts with a wish and a dream.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's great. Now, all that you guys have seen in the business, what advice do you give to the young baby bands, the guys that are just picking up the guitars and want to do this? You know, you don't want to necessarily scare them off if they're really, truly, you know, committed to it. And I know the business.
They want to be a
aspect
touring
involved.
musician
Yeah,
or
I mean,
just a musician
being
in
an
general.
artist, which obviously involves a lot of touring these days.
Some
But what-
people don't. Some people, you know, their studio or
But let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Let's talk about a real contender.
Our touring
If
musicians.
they want to do what you're doing.
Whenever I get this question, this might seem kind of weird. The first thing I always say, buy a tuner. All guitar players and bass players, they should have a tuner. They should tune during the show, before the show. You know, that makes a big difference. That makes a big difference in your sound together. Number two, you have to practice. You have to sit. Your guitar players need to sit down together and run through the parts together, and make sure everybody knows what the other person's doing, how they're playing it, tighten things up. You have to condition yourself.
I think my advice for any musician wanting to do this, I would definitely say know your business. That's one of the things my dad and my brother, they were always telling me, like, no one should know more about your band than you do. So, definitely know your business. And if you have the dream, don't let anybody sway you or try to change you into something that is not you. So that would be my biggest advice. Be true to yourself, be authentic, and know what is going on, like in the in and outs of everything.
You have no one else to blame but yourself.
Yeah. Well, you really have to treat this like a business.
Yes.
Everything from merch to touring, you have to look at your finances. You have to budget yourself. You don't want to be 1,000 miles away from home and then just be flat broke, and then tire goes out or something, and it costs it costs a tour, it costs shows. You just have to treat this like a business, and it can be fun, but
still responsibilities a lot.
Yeah. And you have to work together. Everybody's got to work together.
Like-minded people.
If you're the one guy that disappears whenever it's time to load, the other guys will start to resent you for it. You have to be a team player. And
Yes.
all of you live together. You're like a family, and it takes one tour. You could be on everybody's bad side, and they're just you just have to do it.
Again, back to the sports team analogy.
Yes.
One weak link can make you lose the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, or just ruin it for everybody else. One person can just bring everybody else down, and just we're out here. It's a business. We're trying to have fun, but if somebody ruins that for everybody, it's not fun anymore. You don't enjoy it. But you just have to brighten everybody else's day, I guess.
Well, it's a real pleasure. Thank you guys so much. We look forward to spreading the news.
Thank you.
Yes.
All the new music, and can't wait to see you live.
Yes.
Thank you.
Great
Thank
nice
you.
day.